Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land. The oat harvest is completed. I brought the baler down towards the wheat field because that should be ready tomorrow. I got about maybe 46,000 liters of oats left in the trailer. So if you add that with the 58,000 I already brought down to the cereal factory, we should have about 100,000 liters of oats in there. So when it comes time to harvesting the corn in October, we'll put another equal amount of corn into the cereal production. And then, of course, along with the grapes and the honey, we'll have some cereal. Right now, Frank Jr. is in the Deutzfahr, and he's picking up stones in the bigger field, the canola field. That's what he's currently doing. But as you can see, we're getting ready to pick up some bales. Is this on or off? It is off. Let me go ahead and turn that on. There we go. Perfect. So I'll see how many bales we get off the oat fields, which is a decent amount. And when it comes time to do the wheat harvest, I may sell those bales. I think originally I said I'm going to keep all the bales this season. But after looking at how many bales I got from doing the oat harvest, I may go ahead and sell those in the next month. So that's what's going on currently, and that's all I pretty much got done in between episodes. The one thing I will mention, though, someone did say the John Deere X9 combine. Let me get in there and make sure I got the right model. I'm not good with... No, those are mine. Harvesters, scroll the way down here. The X9 John Deere, apparently that pipe is long enough as well for the 60-foot header. So right now, we know the class does because that's what we're using. But someone just said the X9 will work with the 60-foot header as well. So... there's a couple choices. Wait, what's the horsepower on the X9? 690. So that's pretty darn good. I think the capacity is a little bit lower than the ideal and the class, but if you're looking for a combine for the 60-foot header, you got the John Deere option, and of course you got the class option as well. As we know, the 9T that we got, the ideal, that pipe is not long enough now. There might be a modded one out there with a long enough pipe. So you always got those options. I don't know if there is or isn't. I don't know. So when I was finishing up the harvest up here, the only thing I was thinking about, I want to expand the fields up here for our oil production. So sunflower, canola, whatever we decide to put up here, I need these fields to be a little bit bigger. And maybe put some more beehives around. As we found out last episode, yeah, the beehive radius that we have, we're barely getting into the fields where they are now. So I either need to expand the fields, try to get a little closer so we get more of a better yield off the field if we can. But just getting overall more production from the two fields up here for oil production, whether it be for sunflower or maybe some canola, because we do, canola for pig food. So those are the options there for making these fields a little bit bigger. Yeah, right now I got the Colossus parked here with a 60-foot header on it. I will be using that in the month of August for the wheat field. But we just got a little bit of work here to do today. I think we will fast forward to the month of August, but maybe not do any work. We got plenty enough to do here today as it is. And just to see what's in store that's possibly for sale. Yeah, there's Frank Jr. picking up all the stones. He's got the headlands done. Now he's going around and doing the rows. But we are looking for the lime spreader to come up for sale. But if it doesn't, then we'll have to go ahead and buy it. It's $90-some-odd thousand that we're looking for, because we need to spread some lime down in these fields before we replant. And replanting is going to be here sooner rather than later. Yeah, hopefully this wheat field will be ready tomorrow. When we do harvest the wheat and I start putting in the silos, I am going to turn off the seed production, because the seed production right now is taking wheat from our silo to make seed, and I don't have any other current crop I could put in there for it to make seed. But we got the seed production, fertilizing production plant just because it's a neat little tool. We're not using that much wheat and we're not using that much seed in fertilizer currently right now on the map. With precision farming and variable seed rates and fertilizer rates that we're all using, we're not using that much. So I think we probably have made enough already to get by another year. So when we harvest the wheat, I got to keep about 50,000 liters for the chicken in the silo, and then the rest can go on down to the grain mill. I need to make some more flour. We're probably going to go through that flour pretty quick now because I don't have much crop this year to bring down to milling it over to make flour. And we're making the donuts and we're making cakes currently with the flour that we have. Although I do have a decent amount of flour in stock, so maybe it can get us through another season. Have to wait and see. As for our grass field, yep, I did harvest that before last episode, and that field does not need to be touched. We're set on lime, and we are set on fertilizer. Let me go ahead and get the T6 out of here with our mixer. And I might as well go ahead and just park it over here. Alright. Actually, it looks like I got a full trailer of straw already in here. Yeah, so I'm probably going to get enough straw off the oat fields that I don't need to be saving any from the wheat fields at all. It's been a while since I've done this, so hopefully I can remember how to do this. So it looks like it's that simple. Just don't be hitting nothing when you unload it. Now, the first time, usually when I unload it, it'll go right back onto the trailer. Actually, if I put it there... Okay, yep, you're going to do that to me again. Alright, no problem. There we go. And don't reset the trailer until you're out of range, because sometimes they'll just start picking them right back up. So with more cows coming along, and of course now we got pigs, we're going to need more straw for bedding and TMR. So that's the whole... I'd rather have more straw in stock than run out of it, kind of like I did with the silage last winter, because I didn't run out, I just forgot to save some. But yeah, I'd rather not run out. I'd rather have more than what we need. And since it doesn't decompose yet, well, we might as well go ahead and just store it on up. So we got to get these bales off so we can continue plowing the fields. And then, of course, stone picking, get them all set to be replanting. But like I said, I think the field that we just did oats in, I think we're going to put probably sunflower back into the field. But I do want to expand those fields up there. So we got a lot of work left to do this season, and I would like to slow down kind of what we're doing. I mean, we're not going to slow down the amount of work that we're doing. We just got more work to do with more fields. I'm going to make the fields a little bit bigger for the sunflowers. I just need more of them because we actually make a decent amount of money from the sunflowers, and I would like to do more sunflower harvesting with the corn header now. Now that we know that that works on the Claas Lexion. Doesn't work so well on the 9T for some reason, even though the mod says it's compatible. Just doesn't want to work that well on the hills. And then once Frank Jr. is done picking up stone, we'll probably come over here ourselves and we'll pick up stone in this field here. I'm not going to worry about the oat fields, getting them turned over anytime soon. At least not this episode. Let's see, that is operating position. I'll pick up this bale right here because it's bothering me because it's next to the road. Alright, I'm going to go up and get some more bales, and I'll probably bring it back when I'm down to this field over here. We got all the bales removed from there. And hopefully Frank Jr. will be done so we can grab the Deutz for ourselves and start picking up some stones. One full trailer already brought over to the bale shed. And I'm getting ready to bring a second load on over. I'll get the rest of the bales probably in the month of August after I do the wheat field. I'm not going to be able to fit them all on here, and I kind of forgot to come over here with the McCormick and the baler when I did the other fields to tidy up the straw. I've kind of forgot there's a good amount of straw in the corners here, so I want to pick that up. So when the baler is back on the McCormick, I'll come back over here, pick up the straw here. But this will give us 4 full trailers, so and I get 24 bales. So we got like 96 bales of straw over at the bale shed. Well, we will have. So when we harvest the wheat, I'm probably just going to go ahead and sell that straw and not worry about it at all, because we got plenty of straw for the amount of cows we have, and we don't have 300 pigs yet, but one day we will, so we may need that much straw for bedding. Who knows? I don't know how much straw the pigs actually go through in that modded pig barn. Have no idea. Looks like Frank Jr. is going to be a little while on the stone picking, so we may go ahead and just call it a day here very soon once I get these bales put away. And when we get up in the morning, I'm waiting to see if the Burrito Spreader is for sale, and then if it's not, well, we're just going to go ahead and buy one anyways. I need to put some lime down. I think that's what we'll do before we do much of anything else. We still got to wait for the silage tomorrow. Silage should be ready around noon, and I want to get that brought on down to the BGA and start processing. I'll empty out the silage in the bunker that's on the left that has the least amount of silage in it, because that silage is a little bit older, and I can clear that bunker out, and then I'll bring more silage on down to the BGA. I think we're going to leave about 100,000 liters in the bunker that's currently covered, because the next harvest of grass could be hay again. So if I leave myself 100,000 liters of silage, that should be enough to get me through next year for making TMR. I said should. Hopefully it is, so we'll wait and see. Like I did last year, if worst comes to worst, I mean, yes, we can always go down to the store and buy it, or we can go around harvesting grass everywhere on this map and cover it up and do it that way. Let me go ahead and put this in the transport position. Actually, I need to go close down the center. Let's kind of pre-unload these so I can see where they're going to be. Yeah, so I can get a good amount of straw in here in the future. Unload. Oh, of course you're going to go back on the trailer. It only does that like half the time, but I think it does it all the time when you guys are watching. Sometimes it just drops like that, and other times it goes right back on the trailer, and I haven't figured out the sequence yet why it does it. Pretty sure I'm doing something kind of differently. Alright, so before I do anything else, yeah, I'll reset that. I do need to check on the animals because it's been a while. That has not reset. They got water. They need some grass, looks like. The chickens are fine. The pigs should be fine. And, of course, the cows need some attention. So I want to bring the McCormick back over to the wheat field and park that there for now. And I need to come back over. We need to give the cows straw, and we need to give them some TMR. We still got this 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Yep, still got 90 cattle. But pretty soon here, I think there is a set of cows that are getting ready to give birth. So we'll have 100 cattle either next month or the month after. Alright, topping off our mixer. Just went ahead and open up the doors while it's filling on up. And I should have enough to get one more trailer load in here. I'll bring the silage over to the TMR mixer tomorrow when I start bringing some loads on down to the BGA. We'll top that off and I can get going on making some more. Oh, am I going to squeeze through there? Yep, squeeze through there. There we go. Got to get the angle just right to make sure it's in the trigger. And one load's not enough anymore for the cows. And I don't need to get myself a bigger TMR mixer because, I mean, we're not that far from where it makes TMR anyways, so it's not like I'm going halfway across the map to get it. Okay, so while that's filling on up, will that still fill up if I disconnect that? It does. Perfect. So while that's filling on up, let's go get the bales shredder. And we got to give them some bedding, and usually it takes about 3 bales. Luckily we got some straw bales though. And maybe even this year that we'll be buying ourselves a tree harvester. Now those are rather expensive because we got a lot of trees I need to cut down to make some more roads, and I want to go ahead and put another sawmill in just to make planks and sell it. Just because the other sawmill does rather nicely. But the problem is it fills up, I mean, it's not many trees. I think it takes about maybe 8 full-grown trees and it's full. I mean, I could just bring the logs on down and sell the logs, but I'd rather go ahead and make another sawmill. Make some planks and make some cash that way. Not that we're really hurting for cash, but you know what? I just hate taking raw materials and not doing anything with them. I'd rather go ahead and do stuff with it. Kind of like we do like with production buildings and everything. I mean, everything that we do, we turn it into something. Even the wheat that we save for the chickens, we harvest the wheat, but then we feed it to the chickens to make eggs. You know, everything has a process. All right, so they're looking. Actually, the cows are full on TMR. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's good. Water they should be good on for another day. And we are here, and since I got the bale shredder, let's go ahead and we'll give it a go here by using the T6 and the bale spikes. I'm going to try to do this the correct way this time. Last time was not much of a disaster, but we had a little bit of an issue. I should include you guys in that. I had an issue with it, so... what is the actual spike? Is it the black? Is it the black one or the red one? Oh, I thought there was, yeah, the top row is stacked opposite the bottom rows. Alright, so, yeah, I picked up it completely wrong, so I failed again. Now, let's hopefully this will drop in this time. I don't do this enough to practice at it. There we go. I did for a while on Griffin, Indiana, until we got the TMR mixer, because trying to feed 2,000 cattle, we just got ourselves a mixer, and then I just backed up with a 90,000 liter trailer and loaded up the TMR that way and fed them. But for a while, we were doing it with a mixer. And that should satisfy the cows with straw and TMR. They are good to go. So once again, all the animals are fine. Except for, I'm definitely going to go over with the sheep and give them some hay. So I have to bring the T6 on over with the bale spike and give them some hay. Yep, cows are all set. I think they're fine on water. They don't go through that much water. Alright, I'll see you over at the sheep, and we'll give the sheep some wonderful, wonderful hay. And then we'll double check on the store, make sure nothing popped up for sale. And then we'll let Frank Jr. just keep on doing what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he's still working over there. We're going to sleep through the night, wake up in the morning, and see what's in the store. And if the bale, sorry, not the bale shredder, the lime spreader is not there, then we'll have to pay full price for it, which, you know, whatever. It's not that bad anymore. Alright, now this time I want to pick up the bale that's on one side because it's facing that way. It's almost like the sheep know I'm here to feed them. Did you hear them? They're getting excited. I am going to double check on this water though. The water looks like it looks like it's half full. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, the water should be fine. But the one thing I definitely need to do is move these out of the way. And like I said, might be getting more sheep here this upcoming winter. We'll put another sheep pasture right over here somewhere. The sheep are all set. Cows are all set. Chickens are all set. Pigs are all set. Frank Jr. is almost done. But we are done for sure. For the day anyways. I'm going to bring the T6 back to the cow barn because that's where it belongs. And I'm going to walk on home, I suppose. Head upstairs and go to bed. Well, we're in front of the computer, so let's go ahead and see what the store has on sale, if anything. And a couple of new things. We got a header trailer and, well, a seed drill, but nothing that we need. So, we are all set to go upstairs and go to bed. Wake up 8 o'clock in the morning and see if anything changes there. Nope, can't fit through the door. There we go. All right, bedtime, 8 o'clock. Let's see what tomorrow brings. I didn't check on the weather, though. That's going to be kind of crucial. But usually if it does rain, it's only going to be for a couple of hours, but it looks like it's fine. We're up to $377,000. Is the BGA actually still bringing in the cash? What brought in the cash last night? I thought we were just pretty much out of it. The BGA brought in $47,000. Okay. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what I had left there. I know we had some slurry and some little bit of silage left, but not a whole lot. All right, let's get in here. All right, sit on down. Let's go back to the store page. And we got the 7R John Deere, but we're looking for the 9R, I guess. We're looking for a bigger tractor. Not that we really need a bigger tractor than what we already have, but it would be nice to just have the size there if we need it. Oh, well, yeah, okay. I was in the store, but yeah, we need to go here. And we're going to get ourselves the spreader today, so fertilizer spreaders. And we're getting this one modded by Stevie, so we can go ahead and get ourselves a different paint job. Extensions? Heck yeah, we need extensions. Michelin tires, please. Let's go with the wide tires for an extra 1,300. We're going to need the spreading disc for another 8,000. The color is what we want to change. Now, usually I go kind of like a whitish color, just because I know that it has lime in it. But no, sorry, usually lime I do green, but we got enough green stuff. Let's see, we could do like an orange. I wanted to pick a color that we haven't really done yet, other than pink and purple. I've done that before. I mean, yellow? Well, that's yellow. That is yellow. Design color. What does that change? It looks like it just changes this little box in the front. Oh, in the back as well. Yeah, that'll work. And let's see, we got the rim color. I don't like black on black. It just blends in with itself. If we go chrome, I guess. I mean, or do I want to match? That's way too much yellow. Yeah, we can go with those color rims to match this up here. And a plate, back only, no plate. We'll do that. And let's see, that's going to cost us $92,050. But we need to put lime down in our fields, and I don't want to lease it again. And there we go. Spent cash. But then again, the BGA made more money overnight than I thought it would. Let's see, did Frank Jr. finish up? Oh, I forgot to bring the oats on down. Where's Frank Jr.? Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Well, no, he's almost done. Here, hang on a second. You can go home there for now there, dude. We'll take over for now. It looks like we got one more pass if it needs to be done. Oops, how about if I actually put that down? There we go. So we got a little stone picking done today. I'm not going to get to the other field. I want to go ahead and get our lime spreader and come over to this field right here and get it spread. Can you fold up, please? Thank you. And I'm going to leave you parked over here by the next field you're going to be doing. Well, I'm going to go down to the store, get our lime spreader. Come back, we'll top off with some lime and start getting some white stuff put on that field over there. So now that I see this out in the daylight, that's a lot of yellow. But we'll roll with it for now. I mean, it may not be that bad once it gets going. I don't know. Yeah, it's more yellow than I think I anticipated when it got out into the sunlight. But it's fresh paint. We'll let it dry and see how it grows. See if I get along with it just fine here. Should be back far enough. Let's go ahead and top that off there. I say top it off. Takes quite a bit. Nope. Closed it on up. And away we go. So it's probably not going to take as much lime as it did the first time around with precision farming because we're not that far off from what we need. But the overall potential yield would be dropping like maybe 10%. And 10%, when you're getting 100 liters off a field, 10% is 10,000 liters. So that's going to pay off for us. We'll see how far we get with one load of lime here. But the rate that it's going, it's going to be not much. So in our lime production, after I get done, if we got a good amount of lime, I may go ahead and start selling some. Now lime, as we know, doesn't get a whole lot of cash for it. It's not that expensive to buy. So I'm sure we're going to get even less for selling it. But I'm still kind of questioning the BGA a little bit. It seems like I'm earning money for... I mean... Before precision farming, I was bringing down like 250,000 liters of silage, and I was getting like 80 grand for it, converted it into energy. And now the last couple times with precision farming on, I've been getting a lot. Now, I know we're getting a little bit of a bonus because of our score. I have brought down, though, some manure and some slurry, so maybe I'm getting some more money from that, but that just seems... I was not expecting to get that much cash overnight from the BGA. Actually, I wasn't expecting to get any, so... I don't know. I'm not really sure where it's coming from currently. But I probably should double check on to see what's left at the bio grinder. And yeah, let me check on that now. Because I don't know if something's going on there. So if we check now and there's nothing in the bio grinder to be processed, and we keep making money from the BGA, then something weird is going on with that. So yeah, I got no silage, no manure, no sugar beets being processed. There's nothing in outgoing products. 0, 0, 0. And the only thing that could be, but I don't think I got much of it, is slurry. So right now I only got 180 liters of slurry. So that's not going to make me a whole bunch of cash, which it shouldn't. And no charge in that generator number 1. They're all called generator number 1. Okay. Nothing there. I got 3 generators, so I did check that one. I checked that one. And the other one is up here. So I shouldn't be getting no more money from the BGA for a little while. So I need to write down... let me go back to the market page. And we made how much overnight from the BGA? Biogas, 47,435. Now, the only thing is, I got to make sure I check that later on because we are going to be bringing our silage on down. So, later on, if I check it and the money has gone up, then somehow, yeah, something won't be right there, and we'll try to figure out what's going on. I mean, it may be nothing. I'm just trying to figure, I know we brought down manure. Was that in the month of July, or brought the manure down from the cow barn? I don't remember. I want to say it was. Alright, let me just turn that off for a second. So if I go into the field, pH value is perfect for the soil type. And if we come over here, yeah, so we're going from, we're at 6 1/4. It needs to be up to 6.5. Of course, it tells me that right here as well. It says 6 1/4 and the target is 6.5. Should almost call this the banana spreader, being as yellow as it is. I'm not quite sure what I'll be planting here next year. It could be oats back in these fields here, because I don't think I'm going to need more canola next year for pig food, but I could always get a new field going up by the sunflower fields and just plant canola year after year in the same field. That way we're always constantly making pig food. Because at some point we're going to have 320 some odd pigs in that pigsty, and they're going to go through that food rather quickly, I think. Now it's kind of weird. Now I know that was a modded lime spreader that we used in the vineyard, and that did 42 meters, and now we're looking at the Bredel with spreading disc on it, and I think the working width is 18 meters, something like that. Oh, someone did leave a good comment about the vineyard, about being able to use large tractors there. So as you probably saw when we put down the vineyard, we went row by row and we made it nice and neat. What they recommended in doing, at least I think that's what they were saying, is what you can do afterwards, after you put all the rows in, what you can do is then delete every other row, and that'll leave you enough space to go up and down the rows with a regular sized tractor and equipment if you wanted to. I don't know if you take a hit on planting the vineyard and then by deleting a row. So I'm not sure if it does that or not. So you may take a little bit of a hit there. But if you don't want to use smaller tractors and smaller equipment, you know, just put down row after row like I did, and then go back and then delete every other row, and then you can use yourself big equipment up and down your vineyards. The vineyards or the olive grove, if you like. But I'm going to leave our vineyard the way it is. I want to use a smaller equipment just because it's new to the game. Well, 6 months ago when the game came out. A lot of you probably have been doing vineyards and olive groves and all that. But we need the grapes to make the cereal. There's no way around it. So now that we have ourselves a lime spreader, I could almost spread lime every year to make sure that our field's in perfect condition. Because the good thing about precision farming is it's only going to put down the amount of lime that we need. It's not like the base game to where if you go around and put down lime, it's going to take the same amount whether it needed it or not currently. With precision farming, we're just going to need to go up to that slight little increment. We're only going up 1/4 of a number. 1/4. We're going from 625 to 650 on the sandy loom, I think it was. So if I decide to spread lime every year, it's not like I'm wasting lime. It's only going to take the lime that it needs. And we don't need crop sensors or anything like this when we're spreading lime because it's done by the soil type. So the sensors that we got in the Deutz Fire, I don't have to turn those on because that's only for when we're putting fertilizer down for the crop that we have. So precision farming can pay off for you by saving on material and saving you money on how much it goes to into making whatever product you're planting or whatever crop you're planting. I wish I had the time to do a test to where I could take a field and do a field and see how much lime it takes, how much fertilizer, how much seed it takes to get a field to 100% for the season, and then do precision farming, and then do the same thing and see how much material it takes to get the field up to 100%. And I think we'll find out that you save yourself a lot of money on lime, fertilizer, seed, all that beautiful stuff. And then of course the yield potential will just be higher because it's environmental score and all that wonderful stuff that it brings along with it. And I know at first when we did precision farming there was a lot of work involved into it because we had to start from step one. But now that we have a year it's a year or a year and a half now in game on precision farming. We're just doing the same stuff that we normally would do anyways. Plow the field, pick up the stones, make sure it's got lime down, and then plant whatever crop we're doing. We're just getting the bonuses from it. So it looks like I'm going to get this entire field limed up with the 22,000 liters that we started with. And I'm not going to go through as much as I thought I would. Not sure I can get it done in one more pass. So I have to make sure I leave... Yeah, I can't do it one more pass. So I just got to make sure I leave a wide enough gap that hasn't been done so it can see that it needs lime there. If you leave a tiny little sliver there, it won't see it and it won't spread any lime. You'll have a little section of field that won't be done. And that's true with fertilizer, if you're spreading fertilizer or slurry or digestate, whatever. I gotta see what the nitrogen level is in the field before I come up with the digestate sprayer, because I don't want to over fertilize the field. I did that with the grass field, and it's been a couple of harvests now in the grass field where we've had actually too much fertilizer in the field. I'm thinking this will be oats in this field next season. And we should have plenty of digestate down at the BGA. So I'm not worried about that. So what is the nitrogen level in this field here? Yeah, it's in the 60s, and it's probably going to need to be up in the, it needs like another 100 points maybe of nitrogen in the field. So not too bad adding to the fleet once again. We're still sitting just shy of $300,000, so seems like I'm sitting right around $300,000 and I just keep buying stuff over and over and over again. I want to teleport to a couple places, check on a couple things. Yep, our wheat field is ready. I still need to bring the oats over, and I have not checked on our vineyard. Yeah, but it's got to be mulched, I would think, the ground here pretty darn soon. Because they should be ready for our harvest in October or November, I forgot. And we're in August. I wonder if we can see any grapes growing yet. Let's see what the field says. It doesn't say anything, actually. And I don't see any sign of grapes on there yet. Alright, so we just went top of the hour and the money did go up. Hang on a second. So we just brought in like $5,000 from the BGA. From what? I don't know. So I'll have to keep... I'm going to keep track of that. Yeah, so something weird is going on there. I got nothing there. I need to check on the sunflowers. How are we doing on sunflower? Okay, because on the greenhouse. A little sidetrack there. But, yeah, so there's nothing here. Did it take the rest of the slurry? No. I mean, there is a little bit of electric charge in the fermenter that was probably distributed. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Have to keep an eye on that. So we might be getting some free money from the BGA. Do I get... I don't get a base price from the BGA every hour, do I? By just having the generators down? Is that a thing? Take that a second to come on up. Productions. Where are those generators? Sells electricity and methane by a factor of 2. But it doesn't say it's an hourly income or anything like that. And none of these have like an hourly income like a solar panel or anything like that. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. So if anyone knows what I might be getting the money from, put a comment below, please, because I'd like to know where that money just came from. Because as far as I can see, I shouldn't be getting any money from the BGA. As far as I know, nothing has an hourly income at all. So like a generator, like these generators here, it tells you how much money you're getting per month. Or by hour. That brings in 9,000? Okay. Yeah, so I don't know where that's coming in. Anyways, our corn is looking fabulous over here on the side. Another side note. And that should be ready in a couple of months as well. And that's all, well, I won't say all going, but some is going to go to the cereal factory, and other is going to be made into pig food. The grapes, yeah, so right now the grapes, we don't have to do nothing with those. Nitrogen and pH value is looking perfect on that. I don't know how much grapes we're going to get this year. We'll have to wait for the harvested grapes to figure out if we're going to expand the vineyard or just keep it as is. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here again in no man's land. But until then, have a good one.